Hey, how's it going today, everybody? Hope everyone is doing fantastic today. It is time to go through another hidden secrets of Larry the Stormtrooper. As you know, I like to leave little hidden secrets or little hidden messages throughout the videos. A lot like how Star Wars and Marvel actually do their movies. They put little Easter eggs, you know, throughout the entire film. So I like to do that myself. So let's go ahead and get started. So it's definitely been a while since I've done one of these. So we're going to start back all the way to the Starway episode. Now, this was a really fun one to do. And actually, what's interesting, there's not really anything hidden in the background or anything in this episode. But the cool thing is I actually did reach out to the Odd Ones Out about collaborating with this video. I didn't expect much to happen. I knew he was probably going to be too busy, which of course he was, so he wasn't able to participate in this video. Even though he wasn't able to be in this episode, I thought it'd be cool just to have a little reference towards, you know, him and his channel. He's really popular for his Suabway videos. Maybe something like Suabway. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I kind of like the sound of that. So I thought if we were to like use that term and, you know, he'd get all mad and wouldn't want us using it because he's obviously known for that. And then we end up getting sued as a result for it. So I thought that'd be kind of funny to throw in there. Yeah, apparently the Odd Ones Out apparently has dibs on Suabway. Yeah, we're getting sued. Coming up on the next one, we have where the clones are guard duty for this episode. And I will say right off the bat, I was surprised of how many people actually caught this one because I thought I hid this one so well. I couldn't believe how many people caught it. I thought I hid because it's so brief and you barely even notice it. There was so many people that caught this. You know, obviously I need to practice a little bit better about making these a little bit harder to find. But in this episode, you can see in the background on the left side is that the guilty spark from Halo just flies right on by. And I thought this would be pretty good hidden just because in the background, if we have all kinds of spaceships flying around, and then I thought just by throwing the guilty spark in there that it would just kind of blend in and nobody would really notice it. But there was tons of comments of people seeing it, so I thought that was really cool. Of course, everybody was wondering why is the guilty spark, you know, flying around Coruscant? And honestly, I just thought it fit the theme. You know, the guilty spark is, you know, cool looking. He's kind of smooth and shiny. Of course, on the top levels of Coruscant, you know, it's kind of where the rich are, and I thought it just kind of made sense. And then also, it's a little reference. I will say right now that I don't have any plans, at least in the works, for another appearance of the Master Chief. I do want to bring him back. I will say that. He will eventually make another appearance on this channel. I just need to figure out how that's going to happen. So this is kind of a little reference, or I guess a little hidden secret that he will be making an appearance again. What are you doing over there?
No, it's nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Who is that?
It's just a girl I know. Met her on the last mission.
Now moving up to the famous Karen video. This one was obviously really fun. It was really liked. And there was another reference towards Halo in this one, which this one was caught quite a bit. A lot of you noticed this one, that in the background, that this is obviously some sort of blaster shop for the Death Star. And mixed in with all the rifles and blasters and all that there actually are some Halo guns in the background. And again, this is another reference that, you know, Master Chief will be making another appearance. It's not quite in the works yet, but it will happen, so just be sure to look out for that one. I thought it was funny because a lot of people thought it was like some sort of mistake that, you know, like I took a picture off the internet and drew it and thought, oh, this is a Star Wars gun, we'll just throw it in there. Like, no, that was not an accident. Obviously, I do know that this is a Halo rifle and it was put in there on purpose. So, and of course, a lot of you caught that, so that was really cool. And for everybody who obviously liked that video and shared it, I thank you so much if that one got tons of attention. So I just want to thank you guys all for that.
Was a boring conversation anyway.
Coming up next, we have the 5 jobs on the Death Star, and there's quite a few hidden secrets here on this episode. Starting off, we have the mail delivery guy, and if you take a look, and some of you guys did catch this, I do read the comments because when I put little hidden secrets in the episodes, I'd like to see if anybody can catch it. And there was quite a few of you that did see this one. As you can see, the packaging that he's holding, if you take a close look at it, it closely resembles the Amazon packaging, you know, with like the little arrow that goes underneath all the words. And I believe, hopefully, let me know if I'm pronouncing this right, it's written in the Arabic language of Star Wars, and if you read out, it actually does say Amazon just in Arabic, and some of you guys did catch this, so that was really cool. We live in a super technologically advanced society where we can get instant hologram messaging. Then what the heck am I wasting my time here for? This job sucks! Speaking of the Arabic language, not only have I put it into episodes, whether it's a reference to Star Wars or a reference to older episodes, I've even put that language onto some of my merch as a reference or a little joke to some older episodes. For example, here on the Death Trooper shirt, of course, right above in the language it says Death Trooper, but then right below in smaller text, it has the language written right there. And what it actually translates to is it says no pickles, which I thought was a funny joke towards the Drive-Thru episode with the Death Trooper. So not only have I put it into episodes, but I've also put it onto some of the merch to, you know, have little inside jokes as far as, you know, putting on certain, you know, t-shirts or hoodies. After this, another job that was on there was, this is obviously modeled after Domino's. And the reason I chose Domino's compared to Pizza Hut or anywhere else is because I myself actually did work at Domino's, but I only worked there for like 3 or 4 months. It was just a job just to get some extra cash at the time. But it was fun doing that for a while. So that's the reason I chose Domino's, though. It's, you know, that's the thing about these episodes, is that sometimes they're references to Star Wars, like actual movies, or they're references to just older episodes, or just references to myself. You know, I put little hidden secrets all the time that have to do with just me. You know, sometimes my initials are even placed into these episodes, if you can catch that. But that was for this one. You know, I just thought it was kind of cool to just, you know, model, you know, one of the areas of the Death Star after a place that I actually worked. And then on this episode as well, we have the trash compactor trooper guy. And then in the background, as you can see, obviously there is some Death Star pizza boxes in the trash, and, you know, there's other things falling in the background. And I can only imagine where those pizza boxes came from, you know.
Any other department than this? I don't even want to know what it is.
Then up after that, another personal reference is, you know, this was kind of modeled obviously to look like a radio station. And I myself have also worked at a radio station. I've actually worked at 2 different radio stations in my life. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to make an episode out of that. And then in the background as well, there's a lot of little hidden things written in the Arabic language. Sometimes it's pretty obvious as far as, you know, because obviously this one says on air, which is popular to see in pretty much any radio station, is a little red light. Another little hidden secret in this episode, if some of you caught it, and for what I could tell, like I said, I love reading the comments to see if people catch it, and I don't think anybody actually caught this one. Maybe like 1 or 2 comments I saw, but on Larry's side underneath his papers, you can see that he has actually the Death Star plans underneath his paper, which I thought was kind of interesting. As far as I can tell by the comments, not too many people caught this one, and those are the Death Star plans modeled off obviously after the Rogue One movie, which I thought was kind of interesting, because you're kind of like, why does Larry have a copy of the Death Star plans just sitting in plain sight right there?
Vader, oh my god, Vader, don't make me ask you again to stop with that infernal breathing.
Next up, we have the Space Stop episode. Now, this one's actually really cool because it's in the top 10 as far as popular videos, which I was surprised about. And again, there's nothing really in the background of this one or anything like that. But what's really cool is that the character, as far as the Space Stop, you know, employee, of course, he's, you know, they're obviously known as being greedy and only caring about money and overcharging and all that stuff, which I thought was honestly a pretty cool mimic of YODA from episode 1. You know, he kind of matches, he has those same descriptive, you know, things. And so when we were doing this character, I thought, hey, let's make him kind of like that. And we have that reference from the very first episode in episode 1, you know, where Larry kind of does like the, you know, the force hand to try to trick him.
Credits will define.
You will give me 40 credits.
What was that?
What was what?
And the Space Stop employee isn't falling for it, just like YODA does in episode 1.
I'm a Tridarian. My trick's gonna work on me. Only money.
This is Space Stop Trooper. Those Jedi tricks don't work on us. Only money.
I don't know if anybody was able to kind of catch that the Space Stop, obviously he's a stormtrooper, but his character is, as far as his attitude and the way he talks, is mimicking Watto. Coming up next, we have the episode where Luke and Obi-Wan take on the Death Star. Only one little thing in here, and as I mentioned before, that the Arabic language is used a lot in the backgrounds of these videos. Sometimes it's just being obvious, you know, if it says, I've used it before where it says Death Star, nothing special, it's written in that language. But this one also has it, and it's on both sides inside the X-Wing, and this one was actually pretty tiny. I'm pretty sure nobody caught this one. And even if you did see the language written on the panel right there, you probably wouldn't have really thought much to actually look it up and see what it actually is. But this one was actually a cool reference because, and now here's an interesting backstory, because my wife was actually supposed to be playing the character of Karen in the video right before this one, but she ended up getting replaced. So that was it's a whole backstory sort about that, so I felt terrible about it. So to make it up, I said I'll put you in my next video. Of course she did not voice any characters, but I put her name in this episode, and like I said, if you look at the panel right there, you can see that her name is written in the Arabic language. It's now a running joke in our family that I was supposed to have her in a video. She was originally supposed to be the voice of Karen, but that ended up being changed, and so like I said, I felt bad, so I was like, hey, you know what, I'll make sure you're in the next episode. So her name is actually on the panel of the X-Wing, which I thought was really cool.
Luke, the Force will be with you. Always.
Really? Are you a part of that deal? Because honestly, I could do this all on my own.
Wow. You know what? You are just like your father.
Alrighty guys, this is where I'm going to stop the video for now because I got a lot more hidden secrets throughout the latest videos. But in order to go through them all, it would make a really long video. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it short right here. This will be the part 1 of Hidden Secrets 3. And if you like this video, just be sure to look out for part 2 coming soon. And also, if you did like this video, be sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That always helps out. Again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.